BORO BATMAN! BORO BATMAN! It's BORO BATMAN! BORO BATMAN! BORO BATMAN! BORO BATMAN! BORO BATMAN! Oh, all right, it's me, BORO BATMAN. Welcome to Crime Time with me, BORO BATMAN. This is great that you're tuning in, you're watching. Thanks. We're live from my bongo back cave. You can see there, it's a top secret location hidden beneath an abandoned nightclub in the borough. I don't know if you can guess where that is, but I'm not allowed to disclose where it is, just, for reasons. So, good. It's really nice to see so many of you watching. Today is about crime time, about fighting crime and that on the streets of Teesside. So if anyone's got any questions about crime in specific, it could be anything about, like, I don't know, antisocial disorders, anything like that. And I'll answer it. I'm taking your questions on crime, antisocial behaviour, flashes, finger blasters, Shitehawks, bell whiffs, doyles, meths, anything at all, really. If you've got a question, ask away. I'm going to show you around my back cave at the minute. As you can see, I live in here, so I try and make it feel as home as possible. I've got loads of my suits knocking around. As you can see, there's one there. I've got a little bit of laundry there as well. Sometimes I just like to have a pint and a big bag of whiffy there as well. So I've got a nice iceberg beak there I'm going to go through later. It's not criminal if you fight crime, so I can get away with that. I've also got a nice little collection of jazz mags there, one of my favourites up on the shelf. And you might be wondering who's that over on my computer screens in the corner there. It's a couple of my favourites who I like to keep an eye on. You got Wonder Woman and Carol Voldemort there as well. You can see Carol Voldemort because she's the one with the massive tits. You know what I mean? So, you might have seen I've got a couple of big dildos there. There's a black one and also a white one there as well. I use them for weapons and they're quite good for grinding up my beak as well. You know what I mean? So, let's have a look. I got some Duncan. He says he's not going to knock me out, Duncan, because A, I'll fucking spark him right out, right? He's a doyle. And B, he said I can use his transmission station in me back cave to do this as a favour because I helped him. I helped him with some crime issues he had. I'll go into that later. No, it's not Big Fat Jolie up there. Like I said, it's Carol Voldemort, as you can see there. I don't know what that means, Mark. I really don't. I think it might be some type of homosexual slur you're doing there, which is crime, and I'm not happy about it, so don't be doing that. Let's have a look. We've got a question here. BORO BATMAN, what's your opinion on the current antics of the Tiddler showing his stuff on Linney Road? Ain't nobody want to see they, do they? Riddle me that. Now, this, Chris, is a news story about a supervillain going around Linthorpe Road, flashing his peckerwood, and he's calling himself the Tiddler. Now, it's only small, you know what I mean? So you can understand why. Now, what I plan to do is I'm going to be patrolling the streets of Middlesbrough, in particular with Linthorpe Road, and I'm going to get hold of him, and I'm going to fucking bang him out. I really am. I'm going to proper hurt him. I'm going to rip his little tiddle off and put it in his ears, and then give it the dogs. Because I don't take any shit when it comes to crime. You might get that. You from me, you know. I don't take any shit whatsoever. Let's have a look here. We've got another question here from Craig there. Craig, who runs a very respectable establishment in Stockton. He's always in the newspaper for shagging brass. No. Sorry for promoting his pub. I got that wrong. It was wrong, Craig. Sorry about that, mate. How are you going to get rid of the drug abusers on Stockton High Street? Now, that is a good question. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the drugs off them, right? I'm just going to eat it. I'm going to eat all the drugs right in front of them because I have a bat stomach and bats can digest anything. And that's why they drink the blood of cows. So I'm just going to digest all of these drugs as well. Now it'll happen to me because I'm BORO Batman. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking rock hard. And then I'll say, listen, if I see you doing drugs in the churchyard, or if I see you doing them outside of Greg's, if you don't buy us a sausage roll, I'm taking your drugs off you. So they can sway me with pastry products, Craig, or a Parmo. But apart from that, I will take them off them. So thanks for that question on there, Craig. If you want peeping toms as well, not happy about the dick flashes. I don't mind the flange flashes, because, you've got to have a really good look to see if you can see any sort of flappage or anything there with a flange flash. But when you get a dick flasher, you end up seeing just big, saggy nuts, and that makes me unhappy, and it's not good for the streets to see stuff like that. So if you're watching this and you're a flasher, fucking stop it now or I'll knock you out. No, it's a nice question. I'm having a lovely evening, Mr. Paul Hanlon. Thank you very much, mate. And I do like nice question. It's not a question, is it? I do like statements like that. So thank you, Paul Hanlon. What's this here? Who the fucking hell is Ted? He's not here. I'm using his station, but it's not him. You daft bell whiff. I'm going to have to give him one of whoop, whoop, whoop. That's what you're getting there, Doyle. But you're right, though. It is good crack. Let's have a look. Now, this is a controversial one, Maras. You know what I mean, right? Lee Farron's asking here, right? What about those fiddlers trying to pinch kids in Albert? What are you going to do? Now, it's a tough one because I caught a couple the other day, and they had a couple of Panini shiny swaps that I needed, and they managed to haggle away out of it by giving me Aberdeen badge and the team badge for Wolverhampton Wanderers, and I needed them to complete my sticker book. So I let them go away this time, but next time, Lee, we're going to get put in $1 million dream like Ted DiBiase would do. You know what I mean? So good question now. Here we go. Mally James there from Redcar, where there's crime galore in Redcar. I'm telling you now, there's loads of crime in Redcar. Can I have a BORO Batman sticker for me house so people know it's protected by you? Don't nick me milk on the morning and that type of thing. Might do some BORO Batman merchandise. I'm thinking about 120 quid for a sticker. What do you think about that? Let me know. Yeah. Who's the real Joker? You're funny. The Joker's from Thornaby, isn't he? The Thornaby Joker. And he sort of talks like that, mate, you know what I mean? He's an absolute divvy, and he's been my nemesis for many years now. He lives on Thorntree Road, so I'm going to spark him out if I see him. Just there you go. Okay, any other good questions here? Oh, this is a very good question here. Who's the cheapest prostitute in Borough? Because you're on furlough. It's a crime to go with prostitutes. So what I would recommend you do is, rather than going up and giving them some money, try and woo them with like some chat up lines, like, "Oh, hey, you love, do you fancy just having a good hard screw?" That's it. Sometimes that's all you need. No cash transaction to take place, just a good screw. I like you. You look pretty. Hopefully you like me too. Then you can go back to an establishment, whether that be yours, a bus stop, I don't know, scuttle there, and just make sure that you leave a couple of quid in the knickers, and then you won't get done for crime because you've transacted the spermicide before the money. All right, simple as that. Does NASA supply your bat suits, mate? No, it doesn't. If you fucking, how am I meant to keep like crime off the streets if everyone's trying to be a crime fighter like me? So NASA is not stocking them, but he will be stocking some BORO Batman merchandise. Thank you. Good. If you've just joined us, this is me back cave, the bongo back cave here, and you might notice I've got me suits, and I've got Carol Voldemort on my screen over there. I fucking love her. I do. If I do, I love her. What have we got here? Perfect Catwoman. Right, you might see just in this corner over here in my underpants, there is a picture of Catwoman there. I'm a big fan of Catwoman. Ted was trying to get me to get Big Fat Julie and to be Catwoman, but I was nearly sick in my own mouth, you know what I mean? And we had to put loads of talc on like the clothes to get her in it, so it wouldn't be her. I wouldn't mind Carol Voldemort doing a Catwoman outfit for me. If not, Kate Garraway off the Breakfast Television, I quite like her as well, yeah. So that'll be good. Good question here from Chris. Shag, marry, avoid, Catwoman, Batgirl, Poison Ivy. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Poison Ivy lives in Berwick Hills and she doesn't brush her teeth. So I think I would have to avoid her because she fucking stinks, Chris, honestly, mate, honestly. And she's got a fanny like a broken sofa, you know what I mean? It's like just hanging out all over, man. It's not good. Do you know what I mean? Like no sofa repairman could repair that. So I would have to shag Catwoman, and I'd have to marry Batgirl because she's got similar style to me, and she's also very, very attractive as well. You know what I mean? So there we go. Let's have a look what else we've got on the message board here. Because remember, we're out here trying to stop crime in the Teesside area. Sorry, just had to have some bongo there. Let's have a look. Here we go. Oh, hey, what's this here? My son wants a mask like that, he said, for Christmas. He just wrote it on his list. Well, Craig, you can buy this one off me for £275. Or you can go on eBay, just buy a cheap Bellwith one like I did. I mean, someone I know did, you know what I mean? So there we go. Yeah, good bat. Yeah, here we go. Let's have a look. Seen a white dog shit the other day. Not seen one for a year. That's a good point, that, Lee. White dog shit. It could be the white dog shit criminals back in Grangetown again, and they're moving around. What they do is they leave white dog shit outside of an establishment that they plant a bagel. So if you see white dog shit, pick it up, and it is a collector's item, so do keep it. You know what I mean? Here we go. Oh, you'll get one treat. I'll get some of them made. Then I will. Alfred ever toss you off when he's giving you a scrub in the tub? I've got to tell you now, Barry Small, DJ Barry Small, I believe that's you. Alfred, he died. He's dead. So I don't have a butler anymore. I just have me in me bongo back cave, and but I had to bury Alfred just like near the train station. So don't go looking for him, mate. You know what I mean? My utility belt, I got Johnnies and snacks and that. Yeah, I have. Right, I've got some pleasurable ribbed Johnnies for the lady. I also like to keep some love arts as well, just in case you don't have to get yourself out of a tricky situation with a criminal or a slag. You can just give them a love art, and normally the message on there gives you enough time while they're reading it. A button one. So love arts. Sometimes I just have like a copy of the Racing Post on there for my breaks. A couple of tea bags as well, but no hot water because it's dangerous to carry that on your belt. So I have to borrow hot water for my tea. You know what I mean? So that's good. Have we got any other questions? Let me have a look. Specifically about crime. Will we see you on TV in the future? I don't know. Maybe you might see one of us, and I don't know which one. Will it be BORO Batman? will it be my mate Ted or will it be some other guy who's called Phil? I don't know, but maybe one of them is going to be on the telly very soon. Just watch this space. Oh, here we have the George Pub and Grill in Stockton here. Some good shares for you here, Batman, you little legend. Keep us all safe. You're welcome. I'll be popping in for me free Parmo, and if you've got any foxy barmaids, I'll have a noshy gobble as well. Cheers, mate. Is he doing some more? Used to enjoy kicking that white dog shit at people on the way to school, missing the good stuff. Hey, I've not been propositioned like that since the Penguin. Yeah, I will, Ian. Yeah, let's do it, mate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have to be the one doing the bumming, though. I'm not having any, just because it takes me ages to get these little underpants off, whereas I can just pop it out to the side for you and slip it straight in your giant bumhole, Ian. So I hope that's all right. Matty York's there. Is Batman a member of the Thornaby Scuttlers? Some like dodgy characters in that group. I'm not. I'm against the Thornaby Scuttlers because dogging is a crime. And if I see any, Sierra Cosworths, Ford Capris, Vauxhall Novas around the back of the Griffin car park, I'm on that roof and I'm watching probably for about half an hour to an hour, and then I'm pouncing to stop. Any scuttling going. Normally it's all done by then, just in the clean-up operation mode. And sometimes, if they do bribe me with any delightful gifts, someone gave me a 4-pack of Skull the other time, I let them off. So, because it's not a serious crime, but it is a crime, So, Leanne Taylor here, what's your best self-defense move? What would you recommend? Well, I'm a big fan of just kicking someone in the knackers, right? And then stabbing them in the eyes like that, then stealing the wallet and giving them a wedgie, Chinese burn, a gobble, no, not a gobble, that's the wrong one. And then I'll get them in like a sleeper hold like that and I'll choke them out. And then I give them a gobble. Then I'll take the wallet as well. So, you know what I mean? Is Aquaman taught me to swim yet? I've got my 25 metre badge on my pants, and he once threw a brick in Thornaby swimming baths for me, and I had to get it in my gym jams, and I wasn't happy about that. So, yeah, me and Aquaman are very close. That's very good. Some laughing emojis there just for you there. You parked up in. I hope you're not dogging, Darren. Certainly, we're not with that seat. But that's the surname. Imagine that. Imagine if somebody now parked up next to you in your truck and seen you having a little bash. That would be great. Well, thanks, Darren, for tuning in and pulling over and watching Crime Time with me, BORO Batman. Here we go. We've got one of my YouTube watchers here. Is it true that the Penguin was bog roll and during lockdown part 2? I can't say it, do I? Yeah, I think he was. And the thing about the Penguin is he's got all them other little henchmen as well, and they all go around with shopping trolleys in like the Morrisons and just nick it all during the way. He just walks around going, get me some fucking pistachio nuts and stuff like that. He does talk like Jimmy Savile. I don't know if you know that. So yeah, he's on my list for battering, as is Thornaby Joker. There's a couple of others as well who were on my list for battering. I'm gonna talk to you about them now. Let me just get my list up. Here we go. So yeah, the Super Stan. He's a bit like Superman, but he's got a tash, and he goes down the club and plays snooker a lot. So keep an eye out for him. He's a twat. He really is. Who else have we got? We've got Flash. Now he just literally just gets his cock out everywhere. So I have to be having a word with him. Now normally Flash is me mate, but he's committing crimes. So I'm going to have him. There's the Piddler. He's pissing everywhere. There's the Tiddler we touched on earlier on. My trusty sidekick. He's always on Grinder. I never see him. He's on Grinder all the time. That's my trusty sidekick, Throbbing. And then you've got dead shit as well, who is dead shit, and Lex Gopher, who's a goofy bastard. So they are. I forgot about Two-Face as well. He's a fucking proper snake. He's always talking about us behind my back You know what I mean? So keep an eye out for them on the streets. If you see them doing any crimes, tell me. You know, put the on that side. Put the BORO Batman logo out on top of the Empire roof, and I'll be there. Yeah. Who's harder, BORO Batman or BORO Postman Pat? But it's BORO Batman, isn't it? BORO Postman Pat's a fanny. Everyone knows that. And BORO Postman Pat hasn't produced any material for about 15 years, so he can fuck off. You know what I mean? See, Daniel, say if someone's been stealing flowers from Little White Park, can you help? No, I don't get. I've got hay fever, mate. I don't get involved in that type of stuff. Sorry, pal. Hi, Christine. I know I am pretty cool. Do you like me underpants hanging on the washing line? Yeah, I thought you might. I've also got. You can see there. It's a favourite copy of Penthouse just knocking around there as well. I've got some drugs. I've got some more jazz mags down here as well. And some dildos. So give us a shout, Christine, if you ever want to hook up. You know what I mean? There we go. Can you sort it out that they put the potholes back in Berwick Hills baths? Were these the little holes where you could do like a little spy through and see all like the lasses getting dry and talking the myths? I'll put that on my list. I'll see if I can get that arranged. Yeah. Let me have a look. What else have we got? Here we go. Get off this mother. Yeah, I love you too, mate. Love you. There we go. Oh, someone's revealing the true identity. There we go. It's a penguin as tasty as people say. I prefer it up. It's a crap chocolate joke, but I put it up because I'm desperate for likes. Here we go. What have we got here? Oh, hey, what's this? I love to be the joke. I have the mask and the joke is sold. You've got a similar type of faces in Paul, I'll be honest. But can you do the voice? We'll try it out maybe one time. I don't know. So we're going to see. We've got some top flange banners there, just and one for quite a few of you there as well. Not forgetting the obvious. So any questions here on antisocial behaviour, finger blasters, Shitehawks, all that? Fire them to me. I'll answer them. We've got about 7 minutes left before I've got to go and have a little wank, because I do like a 9 o'clock tug. It's a bit of a borough sort of folklore. And when you're living below the bongo, when you're living below a famous nightclub where lots of shagging used to go on, it's quite arousing. I'll be honest, it really is. Hey Sophie, I think I quite fancy you as well, even with like all them little bits of writing all over your face. I hope they all say aim here. So, but if they don't, we'll just draw it on, won't we? You know what I mean, Sophie? It's quite tasty, you like. I'll be keeping an eye out for you, Sophie. Oh, won't I just? I'm just going through now, see if I've missed any. What's this one here? Can you chase this proper dodgy character from Thornaby called Mala? He owes Mally James 25 quid, had a shite on his shed. That's crime, it is. I've heard of this Mala. People say down the club, he's got a bit of reputation of being a wide boy player, and I know he does a podcast with Ted, but he's on my list to spark out, because he's apparently been stealing cigarettes from everyone, and that's just theft, isn't it? You know what I mean? So it's that one. I'm not saying I'm Batman, but you've never seen me. Yeah, it's true. Could be not. Well, I would write my own comment there, Divvy. So what else have we got? I just don't want to make sure we're missing any, you know what I mean, viewers. So if I was to give you any advice around obvious crime, so you see any little bastards out and about, hoarding in groups, drinking cider in parks, we're all meant to be doing the social distancing and that at the moment on the lockdowns and the tier 3s and all that. Just don't be afraid to go in, put your mask on, not a mask like this, just like a mouth mask like that. Take all the cider off them, punch the biggest one. Always punch the biggest one, because that sets a good example to the little ones, you know what I mean? Unless one of the little ones is the fucking little nutter. And then drink the cider in front of them like that and say, don't be drinking cider in the park. You know what I mean? However, there is a loophole in this. If they have got lasses above the legal age with them, not under, above the legal age, and they are finger blasting, let them get on with it. You know what I mean? It's part of life. We all did it growing up. You know what I mean? Some of the lasses that have been on the receiving end of that finger blast, some of the lads will have walked home happy as fuck just doing this all the way home. All the way home. Not even wash their hands before they go in bed. Go to bed like that. So I went out with some big lasses, me. That's why I did the king size Kit Kat there. You know what I mean? So, right, I think we might have a few more here. Let's have a look. Is it? Just have this. Is it true you were a marshal at local dogging meets asking for a friend? Adrian, we established earlier on as well that, you know, someone asked if I'm a member of the Thornaby Scuttlers. I'm not. It's a crime. I do go and sit on the roof of the Griffin and watch them for an hour or so before I intervene and tell them to move on. So, but it is a bit marshalling. I suppose you're right, aren't you? Andrew McQuaid, you ever crouched over a mirror and got aroused over your own bumhole? It's a good question. I'll be honest. That is a good. I need to read these before I put them up on screen. You know what I mean? It's not my bumhole, Andrew. I've got a very, very thick, coarse gooch. It grows very, very thick, and you know I can often braid it or put it in beads. It's dreadlocked at the minute, like, you know what I mean. But that often amuses me, because when I looked the other day, I put my legs over my head like that, and it just looked like a lovely, lovely little beard to me ball bag, and that was nice. That made me feel, you know, special. So. Yeah, but it's still a valid question. Thank you, Andrew. There we go. Chris Adamson, I seen Two-Face being a two-faced bastard outside Flares again as per. Can you sort him out, please, and rip the other normal art of his head off? He's always outside of Flares, and rumour has it that's why they're closed, because he said, yeah, I'll do some flyering for you, and then he spragged on them breaking COVID laws. So he's a two-faced bastard. Here we go. Any tips on keeping this fat twat from breaking in the chimney this year? Comes down every 25th of December, so he's on about the Santa. What I would say is he doesn't exist. He's made up. He's not even in the comic books, Craig, don't tell your kids that, though. You know what I mean? Serious question here. How did you get into comedy? I didn't know I was in it. Just living my life in the Bongo Bat Cave, but I just got up on an open mic night and started telling jokes, and it went from there. If you want a serious answer, Paul. So anyone looking to get into comedy, that's the way to do it. If you shit though, then maybe don't do it. There we go. That's my advice. So right. Well, listen, as always, people of Teesside, I just want to say, right, keep an eye out for crime over Christmas. It's a big time for burglars. I'm not on about like bottom burglars. I'm on about house burglars, right? They will try and get in and steal, you know, all of your toys for your kids and anything you've bought your lass or your lad. You know what I mean? So if you want to send me your addresses and what you've specifically bought and where you've hid it in the house, I'll be there to keep an eye out for the burglars, but I can't promise I might not get distracted and you might get burgled. But keep an eye out for them, because it's rife this time of year. Certainly in places, certain areas of Middlesbrough, I'm not naming them, and certain areas of Stockton, I'm not naming them, and Thornaby, I'm naming that one. I'm only joking, I love Thornaby because I'm from there. But so, yeah, just keep an eye out. Any crimes, be nice to each other, be sexual. That's how I like to operate, and you know I'm going to love you, and I'm gonna leave you, and you know have a good Christmas. Hopefully I'll be doing a few more of these. If I can get one in before Christmas, I will do. If not, it'll be after Christmas. Maybe show you my presents and that. I mean, your underpants, what I got, and we'll have one last question here. I've heard it's going to snow soon. Is that something to do with that cold-hearted bastards? I can't read all that. I'm sorry. can I bring the heat? So many words on that one, Lee. And I went to the Pat school in Thornaby. I didn't get educated properly. You know what I mean? So listen, there we go. Enjoy your evening. Thanks, Paul. Christine, good night, my love. No, I haven't. And we'll end on a nice smiley face there from Andrew McQuaid. So I've been BORO Batman. I'm going to leave you with a little video now. Make sure you're keeping an eye out for crime. BORO Batman.